gonna think about the reviews, and you know what? I was sitting here and I was thinking, you know what? I saw Birdman, and I was trying to figure out what movie of last year did I think was a potential best picture and just had great acting. Excuse me. Had great acting and just overall has that Oscar-worthy feel to it. And I was just thinking and thinking. I said Nightcrawler. I said, what else did I say? I said other movies. But, man, did I forget the Grand Budapest Hotel? This movie, directed by Wes Anderson, not that hack who did Alien vs. Predator, not that shit. The different Wes Anderson who did Royal Tenenballs. Tenenballs. Man, he directed by him. It stars Ralph Fiennes, William Dafoe, Adrian Brody. Basically, it's about this hotel that's run by this manager, and he has his ward. Run by like a manager. He's really, he's really quirky. But he sleeps with old women, basically. He takes this ward under his wing to show him pretty much the ropes and how things are run. It's pretty much a dynamic duo between these two. Well, the manager, his name's Gustav, and he gets framed for murder because this old woman leaves him a very, very expensive painting. So he's a millionaire, but framed for murder. So they have to really catch the real killers, and a lot of things go on in this movie. This movie, beautiful. The set design is beautiful. So colorful. The color palettes are so great. I think this should be one of the top runners for best set design because everything in the Grand Budapest Hotel was great. I even love the little quirky humor they have where, they just have pretty much models and stuff. They don't, like kind of Muppet kind of things going on here. But the set design is beautiful. The clothing is beautiful. The colors pop out. And it fits these characters to a T. Especially Gustav, who is this guy who's well-mannered, knows the craft, but very, like quirky. He's very quirky when he speaks. He's very in your face. He tells, he's just like, he's just the best character I've seen in a long time. He's he's funny. He's very funny. He has that quirky humor, that sarcastic humor. This movie, the music was fantastic. The direction was really well done. There was a lot of, going from the camera and then going in and going out. But it worked really well. The camera work was great. It definitely had that old style kind of feel to it. There was acts. There was Act 1. There was Act 2. It really brought me back to maybe watching, Napoleon, like the black and white Napoleon, or Charlie Chaplin. Not Charlie Chaplin, well, a little bit Charlie Chaplin in there. I mean, back to those old black and whites, those old motion movies, like Buster Keaton and this and that. But boy, did I enjoy the hell out of this movie. It's kind of funny. I thought going into the theater, I was like, I want to watch this movie. I don't really know too much what it's about, like Birdman, but let's see let's see what's going on. And right from the get-go, I was really hooked. I was like, man, this humor is like, it's something you really like don't see nowadays, but it's so good. The screenwriting was great. The characters were great. Adrian Brody, William Dafoe was great. What's his name? Jeff Goldblum's in here. He was great. But Gustav, Fuentes or Ralph really just nails it and does his ward too. I forgot who the kid's name, but he, I think it's Mustafa or whatever. He did a really great job, the actor. The acting is fantastic in this movie. It's definitely if you like Royal Tenenballs, whatever, then you'll like this movie. I think this movie really is such a quirky, one-of-the-kind gem. I know there was one person that I talked to that just absolutely hated the movie. Actually left during half of it. Honestly, I can't see why. I mean, if you really love film and you love everything about film, I think this movie really caters to a lot. I could see the older demographic maybe, but I think a real film buff will just love this film. I think I just absolutely loved this film. What can I say? I thought it was a real treat. I thought it was fun. It was very fun. The tone was fun. The pacing was great. I never felt bored. I never felt they needed to take out stuff. The direction made the film go so smoothly. So kudos to Wes Anderson. I think there's one. I think my favorite scenes has to do with the prison. There's one scene where they're in prison, and I thought the dialogue was fantastic. Dialogue in this movie is fantastic. There's a chase sequence that's pretty funny. There's a lot of twists and turns. The hotel itself is beautiful. I mean, what can I say more about this film other than that? Best Picture, I could see this Best Picture because even though Birdman had definitely had the better direction in that film than this film, I think Best Picture overall has to be everything, and everything worked for this film. Score, design, direction, acting, you name it. Everything worked for this film. Oh, script writing, great. Putting acts into it, you understood what was going on and what this pain meant, and how greed was introduced. I mean, greed's always introduced in the film. I really just enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I just think it's a lot of fun, and I think a lot of people should check it out. I highly recommend it. It's out on DVD. I believe it's playing on, if you have HBO or whatever, it's playing on HBO and stuff. It definitely, it doesn't, I guess, if I think about it, it doesn't cater to a lot of people because it's so different and so out there and so quirky and so so much color, so much fun, but quirky. The quirkiness, it's quirky like fucking wine bottle quirky, man. It definitely is a quirky film, and it heavily relies on dialogue and character interaction. So, I mean, I can see why some people not being totally engaged in this film, but if you sat their ass down in a movie theater and they watched it, I think they would really enjoy it and just really take it all in. But excuse me, it's now on HBO. It's out on DVD. Highly recommend you watch this film. Even though I said I liked Birdman last night and I thought it was a good film, the first act really didn't do it for me. This film, Hotel Budapest, really from beginning to end, from the first act to all the way to the fourth act, whatever. Fantastic. Acting wise, fantastic. Wes Anderson, fantastic. Now, if you don't want to watch this film, I don't know why. If you don't, then go ahead and try it. Check out Roy and Tenenbaums. It has Ben Stiller in it. I watched that movie a long time ago. I can't remember too much of it, but I think I remember really watching it, really enjoying that film. If you like that film, I think you'll really love this film. But yeah, check it out. And also, there's that submarine one with fucking Bill Murray. I don't really like Bill Murray though. Oh no, check this out. If you have HBO, why not? I mean, if you're looking for a movie, you're looking for quirkiness, something different, then this movie is for you. Now I gotta tell you, it's not set in a modern day. It's somewhat. It's set in the 1930s, 1920s, around that area. It's not, it's not 1950s. It's like 1920s, 1930s. So check it out, guys, and let me know what you guys think. And as always, man, grab a tick, grab a seat, get some good popcorn to eat. Until next time, until I review another movie, see you at the cinema. Now end.